Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is August the 23rd, 2020. Strong hand, buy and hold. Scarcity, scarcity, scarcity. Focus is the new IQ. Bitcoin privilege in motion, 5-digit realm. Value your wealth in Bitcoin. I am offended by selling. Hello, my elite friends. Check out This Week in Bitcoin. Link to below, disruptmeister.com. Follow me on Twitter at TechBalt, TECHBALT. And of course, yesterday's Beyond Bitcoin show. Oh, it was wild and wacky stuff. Make sure you subscribe to the backup channel, or you can just go to disruptmeister.com or just follow me on Twitter. And you know when it's coming up. It's every Saturday. And This Week in Bitcoin is every Friday. So you got Beyond Bitcoin Saturday, This Week in Bitcoin every Friday. Other days of the week, so you get a new show every day. New show every day. Boris, Guy, and Tommy were on This Week in Bitcoin, so it was great. Now, something that I talked about a few weeks recently, the Coinbase Bgold lawsuit. Someone who was keeping an incredible amount of, too much Bitcoin at Coinbase during back in 2017, he sued Coinbase because they never gave him Bgold, the crypto dividend Bgold. They gave him the crypto dividend Bcash, but they didn't give him the crypto dividend Bgold. So there's an article about this that reviews and says, Wales said the court's decision elevates to case law the crypto adage, not your keys, not your coins. In other words, if Bitcoin or digital currencies are stored in a wallet with private keys you don't control, just about anything can happen to them. And law can't protect you. The law can't protect you. So let's review. Now we've got lawyers saying that it's case law now. It's been decided in California that, hey, you give your Bitcoin over to an exchange, to Coinbase or whatever, they can do whatever they want to do with it. They don't have to give you any crypto dividend. That's it. That's what my video was about the other day. Like, dudes, how many slaps in the face do you need? That you need to control your own private key. Okay, we're talking case law now that they're going to be able to refer to past cases. Now, for all you gamblers out there who for some reason want third parties to control your precious Bitcoin private keys, okay? Because they're still, after all this, it's so obvious, it's so in your face. Caitlin Long has a thread that you should check out. You reckless gamblers, okay? And she actually says that Wyoming law could help people. That if you were to store your Bitcoin in a company that give your private keys over to some company based in Wyoming, that they would have to make it incredibly clear what happens, what they can and cannot do with your Bitcoin, and that the law will be on your side if something like this happens. Although it would have to be clear in the legal explanation that, yes, you will get all crypto dividends, or you will only get a certain type of crypto dividend. So for all you dudes who still cannot take personal responsibility over your Bitcoin, you can examine that Caitlin Long thread and interpret it any way you want to. Does Wyoming protect all you third-party gamblers? I don't even want to find out, dude. I control my own private key, but it's pretty obvious the state of California has set a precedent there. You give it away, your Bitcoin, to some third party, they can take full advantage of it, take your crypto dividends, steal it from you. Who knows? Who knows what's legal and what's not legal, okay? All I know is that when you control your private key, you don't have to worry about that stuff. So pound that freaking like button, people, and yeah, retweet this baby out there. All right, now we're going to move to the point everybody wants to hear about: numbers. All you fiat freaks out there, and I love the 210,000 block theory. Okay, I love the 210,000 block theory, which for all you newbies out there, you pick any date and time, you subtract 210,000 blocks, and the Bitcoin fiat price is more in terms of dollars than it was back 210,000 blocks ago. So it's based on a 210,000 block cycle, which is of course is the that's when a halving happens every 210,000 blocks. Bitcoin, its issuance is all based around 210,000 blocks. Everything is based around 210,000 blocks. And the great Vijay Boyapati, I love this kind of stuff, okay? When it's all, what he says here in this thread, check out this thread. He doesn't name 210,000 block theory by its name, but he's using it here, okay? He is used to read the entire thing. And I just want to say that this thread also shows that we're on pace for everything. Everything's cyclical, right? It's just like it's 2016 after the halving, okay? We're on that pace again. We're on the same pace that 210,000 that what was going on 210,000 blocks ago. He says it has been 100 days since Bitcoin's halving, and its dollar price is 11,747. That is about 59.4% of Bitcoin's prior all-time high. How does this compare to the 2016-17 cycle? If we project the percent of the all-time high in 2016 now, 100 days after the halving, Bitcoin was $10,887. Okay? So, in fact, going by the pace of last time, the price right now is ahead of schedule for you fiat freaks out there, okay? In the 2016 cycle, Bitcoin did not break its prior all-time high until 229 days after the halving. If we were to follow that exact trajectory, Bitcoin would make a new all-time high just after Christmas Day this year, okay? So back in 2017, we hit that we broke the old 2013 all-time high. I believe it was in February. And so you take 210,000 blocks after that, and that's Christmas Day of this year. All right, we shall see if Christmas Day of this year, we will beat the $19,600 all-time high. Now, here's something that get all you guys excited. I don't like saying numbers, but this is a good thread because it's easy to understand stuff. 210,000 block theory is not rocket science. And Bitcoin, you don't have to make Bitcoin rocket science. You don't have to have complexity worship. If you understand these basic principles, buy and hold, long-term thinking, 210,000 blocks, having hype. If we were to follow, you're fine. If we were to follow the 2016-17 trajectory, we're ahead of schedule right now, as I pointed out beforehand. The peak of the cycle would occur on October the 19th, 2021, and the peak price would be approximately $325,000. Now, I enjoy that prediction of October 19th, 2021, because my father was born on that day. So I'm shooting for October 19th, 2021 for the peak of the next market. And again, that's 210,000 blocks after December the 17th, 2017. So we shall see. So there are a lot of people out there. Nothing happened with the halving. What was this halving hype? Oh, dude. It's exactly what happened in 2016. We're in fact ahead of the pace. It really should only be 10,000 some dollars now. So it could easily drop to 10,000 some dollars like tomorrow. Have a strong hand. Don't worry about it. Think of the bigger overall picture. Look at VJ's thread, and it's simple math, dudes. Every 210,000 blocks, this stuff roughly repeats, if the theory remains true. So let's live it, baby. Let's live it and pound that like button. So if you watch yesterday's Beyond Bitcoin show, I mentioned this singer who I never heard of before named Billie Eilish, who I guess is a big thing in popular culture. And I came up with a slogan: Bitcoin over Billie Eilish. All you kids out there, if you know who this woman is, or girl, she's only 18 years old. I don't know who she is. I just found out because she said they had her at the Democrat convention, and she said something like, you better vote or the world's going to end, even though she's never voted before. I mean, she's only 18. We're supposed to take wisdom from this 18-year-old. The point is that I made yesterday is that, you have an option out there. You can get into this popular culture and know who a green-haired goth is. She has a good voice. You can know who the green-haired goth is. Or you kids out there, teach yourself some about 210K block theory, okay? Learn about Bitcoin. And most people out there know who this Billie Eilish is. They don't know Bitcoin. They don't know. They think Bitcoin is too hard. I'm just going to listen to depressing music that says the world's going to end and I should have green goth hair. Hey, man, this is the world we live in. It's personal responsibility is the new counterculture. I mean, in 2024, some of you are going to be able to name every album that Billie Eilish ever sang in. And I'm not, but I'm going to have a lot of Bitcoin. Pound that like button. So 5-digit realm, dudes, we're in that 5-digit realm. Now, let's we're talking about 210K block theory. Let's talk about 401K. Because they're all you Cass 8, a great commenter left this comment. He said, you can't buy Bitcoin with a 401K, but you will soon need $401,000 to buy one Bitcoin. Pound that like button. So yeah, I mean, all you freaks out there, how can I buy Bitcoin through my 401K? Dude, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried. I got my mind on when will Bitcoin get to that 6-digit realm, which is one step closer to 401K. I'm not holding my breath though. I'm patient. I'm a long-term thinker. I've been in this game since 2013, baby. But bought my first 2 Bitcoin in 2013 for all you newbies out there, and I've never sold a Bitcoin for fiat. Pound that like button. It's called a strong hand. I live it. I just don't talk about this stuff. I really live that freaking strong hand, man. Now, so yeah, give me some motivation, people. I love the contributions. I love the retweets. I love the questions. Let's see if any of you freaks out there, any of you fiat freaks have questions. No, none of you have questions. If you haven't at least typed in BitcoinMeister and done it the proper way or done the super chat. I see JC put a ghost there, which I noticed. And so he said, hi all. So I will read what he said because he caught my attention with a little ghost. Thank you. I hope all is well in lockdown in ridiculous South Africa, which has no reason to lock down and is just being ridiculous. But it's a beautiful country still. And JC ain't no fool. He's not valuing his wealth in rand. He's been valuing his wealth in Bitcoin for some time, which any logical South African should be doing. All right, so Venezuela, talking about ridiculous countries. Now that's a country that's in much worse shape than South Africa. God forbid South Africa goes down that road. Now, this guy, Matt Alberg, has a thread that you should check out about something that's very interesting that's going on in Venezuela. I'm going to read to you about this, okay? I'm going to quote the thread. This is a unique beast type of stuff. You're only going to hear this here. Or if you follow some of the dudes I say to follow on Twitter, like Nick Carter actually retweeted this too. An absolute incredible story out of Venezuela today. AirTM, a Coinbase-funded digital exchange, has been elected to redistribute $18 million in United States government seized corruption funds of the Maduro government back to 62,000 healthcare workers in Venezuela. So that's pretty crazy right there. There's going to be some sort of digital currency exchange is being given money taken from the Venezuelan government by the United States government to give to Venezuelan citizens. This is a new thing. Jay Guaido, the leader of the opposition in Venezuela, repeatedly recognized AirTM's efforts in a press release yesterday and outlined their plans for airdropping censorship-resistant digital dollars onto Venezuelan healthcare workers through the platform. Okay, so they're going to get some stable coins out of this. All right, it's better than freaking. So somehow the United States government is going to give this exchange money. That was the Venezuelan government's money. And they're going to turn it into digital dollars, which will be stable coins, which will be given to the people. I mean, this is unique. This is new. This is the golden age that we're living in now. Okay, this story, and he says this story ushers in a new era of geopolitical brinksmanship as certain countries make available their own currencies and financial infrastructure to citizens of other countries en masse. DeFi isn't the story this year. Offshore finance is. Very interesting conclusion there. The average user on Air ATM, that's actually, is, on Air TM isn't a one percenter in the West testing out smart contract protocols on Ethereum. It is a middle to lower class worker in Venezuela preserving their wealth, $10 at a time. I saw this with my own eyes working with AirTM in in Mexico City last year. I believe that's what that says. In summary, I just want to take a moment here to acknowledge the fact that in 2020, the major opposition leader of a country is voicing support for and relying upon a Bitcoin-aligned company to distribute aid and achieve political reform. How far this has come. Yes, this is very interesting stuff. We've had Venezuelan guests on before who say that Venezuela is a true cryptocurrency country. Well, they got their petro on one side of the ledger there, but they got this going on the other side for good. And this is something we're going to see in the future. It's a way for a country like the United States to wage financial war, should we say, on a country like Venezuela, to somehow confiscate their funds and then redistribute it through stable coins to the people through a Bitcoin exchange. Unique. It's come to this. 2013, I would not be able to imagine this type of scenario. But who knows what individuals, companies, and countries are going to be able to do with Bitcoin, with cryptocurrency, the innovation. Be in motion. Be in motion. I welcome it all. And yeah, it's not pure Bitcoin, but it is a Bitcoin-related company dealing with stable coins, etc. It's interesting. It's interesting. You hear a lot of stuff here on this show, okay? So let's talk something else that isn't real Bitcoin real quick. On this Week in Bitcoin show, we talked about Wrapped BTC. Wrapped BTC is basically Bitcoin tokenized on Ethereum. You give away your precious Bitcoin, and then they say, hey, we're holding it for you now with Ethereum through Uniswap, which is a decentralized exchange. You can use your Wrapped BTC to buy DeFi tokens and all of this ridiculous new stuff that's out there. And people think it's great. People think it's freaking awesome. They're so into this DeFi, they're willing to let a third party trust a third party with their precious Bitcoin. But a guy here that follows me on Twitter, a great dude actually, he really sums up this Wrapped BTC better than I can. His name is Brian Jacoto. And taking the most secure digital asset in history, removing all the protection afforded by the Bitcoin blockchain, handing over private keys to an insecure central third party, and having that third party create a representation of Bitcoin on an insecure, mutable blockchain. That's what Wrapped BTC is, dude. That is straight talk on what Wrapped BTC is. And if you ever attempted to do that, you want to use this no KYC decentralized Ethereum exchange to buy freaking whatever these things, DeFi tokens, or you can also, the only way you can yield farm through Bitcoin supposedly is doing Wrapped BTC. I don't get that yield farming stuff at all. I don't want to mess with that. I think it's completely insane. We keep it simple here. You just buy and hold Bitcoin. But you just read over that again, and then maybe you'll think twice about doing it, because it's a gamble. You're giving up a sure thing called Bitcoin, turning it into an IOU called Wrapped BTC, and hoping that you're going to be able to make a profit off of this DeFi, this yield farming stuff, turn it back into the Wrapped BTC, and then hopefully someone will give you Bitcoin for your Wrapped BTC. Now, something that I said beforehand, and I've said it before on the show, but I haven't said it for a while in the intro. Focus is the new IQ. And in the general world today, and definitely in the cryptocurrency space, there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise, a lot of distractions, and even smart people are getting distracted by that noise. In this space, there are many genius level type of people who are getting into this DeFi thing. Okay, they could not focus on Bitcoin. They were distracted by the DeFi noise, by the temptation. All right, focus. If you have focus, if you've got long-term thinking, long-term goals, a long-term strategy, and you are not distracted by all the noise out there, you've got a power. Focus can be more powerful than high IQ, okay? So focus is the new IQ. Think of it that way. Think of it that way, dude. Teach yourself focus. Teach yourself focus, long-term thinking. All right. Want to remind everyone of that. And speaking of focus and determination and conviction, okay? Back in June of 2016, I talked about the Bitcoin auction in Australia and how there were some winners, some entities of some sort got 2,000 Bitcoin at a time. And now that's over 4 years ago, 4 years and 2 months ago, over 210,000 blocks ago. Okay, we've had 2 halvings now since that auction. And this dude that I linked to below, he has never moved his 2,000 Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin was like $600 then. Through all the noise, through all the temptations, through all the FUD, this man remained focused, this entity in Australia. And you can check out the link below. You can see for yourself. The only thing that's changed at this address is people keep sending him dust for some unknown reason. I don't know what they're trying to do. But that's it. UK BitcoinMeister said, I have laser focus. Bitcoin only, baby. It is that simple. Okay? UK BitcoinMeister, watch his show tomorrow, dudes, at 1 p.m. Eastern time. All right? Check out UK BitcoinMeister. A great strong hand out there. And that is it. I do not see any questions. Oh, what is Adam having for dinner? Having this onion, my purple onions, some chicken thighs, and who knows, there might be some other. Oh, I'm going to have some cheese. Actually, I haven't had cheese for a long time. Oh, a lot of eggs. I got a lot of eggs, so that's what's for dinner tonight. Who knows what? And yeah, an apple, and yeah, onions are great, and of course I'll have garlic also. Garlic and onions. And if you watched the Beyond Bitcoin show a few weeks ago, there's some chemical in onions that they're studying to see if it can help people that are sick with the current event that's going on out there. Okay, you know what everyone's saying is the end of the world. That thing that's like a cold. Well, there is a study out there that one of the main chemicals in onions to see if it can help prevent it or cure it or something like that. Hey, it doesn't hurt to eat healthy and be healthy and go out on a 4.2-mile run, which I'm about to do. So pound that like button. And Taval Dakar says, do you count calories? Not at all. Not at all. Never. You don't have to. If you do the intermittent fasting like I do, and you do the eat healthy, your body tells you when it's full, and that's it. And that's it. You have a natural mechanism. All right. That's it. I'm Adam Meister, BitcoinMeister. Pound that like button, and please retweet this stuff. And yes, it is called quercetin. JC knows what I'm talking about. Quercetin is the chemical. See you guys. Bye.